later on, he showed me a 3D environment where I could put goggles on and move around inside. I mean, that made the hair stand up on my arms. It was unbelievable. So I don't know if I could really describe how that made me feel, but it felt like I was teleported back there. And that's when really I developed an admiration for Luigi's talent. I said, I'm behind this, and flew out to Canada a couple times. I didn't have much to do with the film other than, I guess, a couple times going out there and going, no, that's right, that's the wrong color, move this here, do that. And but those guys spent over 3 years working on it. And they never showed me anything. I'd speak to Luigi, a couple times a month, and he'd always say, you oh my God, you won't believe this. I said, show me. No, it's not done yet. So I really didn't get it to see anything till close to the end. But when I did, really, without trying to sound dramatic, it really put tears in my eyes, going that's it. That's it. You did it. Just stop. It's perfect.
Well, I had the pleasure of watching the movie with you and sitting there with you. There was a bunch of times in the movie you were like,
yeah.
Like you could tell.
Yeah.
That it was just
I swear I could feel that place. I could feel it watching that movie. It really freaks me out because, as I've said before, it's not like what I saw. It's exactly what I saw. It's perfect. It's just like Luigi was at S4 with a camera. So
it's very unique.
It worked.
It's a very unique documentary in that regard. And watching it with you, seeing you experience this thing, and then me trying to imagine what it's like for you. You're this young scientist who gets brought in on this thing without much explanation, and then all of a sudden you're confronted by this craft. And the way it's broken down in the film, and you get to actually see you viewing this thing and being in the presence of this thing for the first time. It's just I could just only imagine what that must have been like for you. And it's so weird to watch you watch it again and see your wheels spin. Just what the fuck happened to my life, man?
Right.
What did they do to me? What did they make me experience? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I really can't fill in the blanks there. It's
I want to just say that there was a time when Bob got angry at me a lot because I wouldn't show him. And he was like, come on, show me. And I said, it's not ready yet. I don't want to show you something. But at a certain point, we had to. And Bob started remembering more stuff.
That's true.
It.
It really made a big difference when he showed me some things, and walking down the corridor here and turn, oh, stop, wait, there's another door there. I mean, it was like I was going back into the facility, and really brought, actually seeing it again really brought some things back that I had completely forgotten about. So that,
Well, what's really fascinating is, for people that don't know your story, you came up with a story, you talked to George Knapp, and was it 89?
88,
88?
88, 89, somewhere in there, yeah.
So, late 80s, you've essentially told the exact same story all these years. And then, within the last, 9, 10 years, we've started to get all these reports